Mic on.
All right, we're back. Que pedo, que onda, que pasa, que tal? How are you guys doing this mid-morning, almost afternoon? We've got some live breaking news here that I want to cover. I just got finished with my conference call that I had. It was a little video chat regarding the golf tournament that I am about to embark on in Connecticut. And this is a tweet from Matt Kors. Looks like it was very, very recently posted, if not like within the last 2 minutes. It says AMC Entertainment Holdings Incorporated reschedules its annual meeting of stockholders to July 29th. We're going to click on the link here and follow this thing up here. I'm going to go ahead and just read the press release. Released today. AMC Entertainment Holdings reschedules annual shareholders meeting to July 29th. Leawood, Kansas. AMC Entertainment. Yeah, I don't like this blacked out screen here. AMC today announced that its board of directors has postponed the 2021 annual meeting of stockholders that was previously supposed to be held today. The date change will provide additional time for its millions of current individual shareholders to have their voices heard and more time to cast ballots on important shareholder matters. The annual meeting has been rescheduled for July 29th, 2021, and a new record date of June 2nd, 2021 has been established for stockholders entitled to attend and vote at the meeting. The company will deliver a new notice of the annual meeting stockholders as of the record date who will need to resubmit their votes even if they had previously voted. So what this means, you guys are going to have to vote again on some of those, even though I would imagine I don't know if they're going to implement something new. Maybe that's what they want you to vote on if there's a new proxy. We know that proposal number one, I'm saying proxy, proposal, if there's a new proposal, we don't know. Maybe that's why they wanted to reschedule it. Or, I don't know. I wonder if they can do another count. That's the big question. Are they going to count the shares again just to confirm that there are that many synthetic shares out in the market? That's potentially one thing, and we're going to try to get to the bottom of it. We're going to see if we can find some more information here. We're going to keep reading on. So as of right now, they've been rescheduled to July 29th for the meeting and a new record date of June 2nd. So I guess if you are a shareholder as of June 2nd, you'll have opportunity to resubmit a new vote, and we'll see if there's anything new to come out in these votes. I don't know why they would change it here. Additional information on where to find it. The communication has been deemed solicitation material in respect of the annual meeting of stockholders of AMC. The communication does not constitute a solicitation of any vote or approval in connection with the annual meeting. The company has filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, and has mailed or otherwise provided to its stockholders a proxy statement regarding the business to be conducted at the annual meeting. The company may also file other documents with the SEC regarding the business to be conducted at the annual meeting. This document is not a substitute for the proxy statement or any other document that may be filed by the company with the SEC. So I'm going to check my email right here. I'm going to pull this up off screen, see if I've got the email from AMC yet. And you guys pretty much just go to your respected email accounts. I don't see anything yet. Mine will come from TD Ameritrade. It'll come from your broker. More than likely, it won't come directly from... Okay, so I was seeing something from Robinhood. I was like, there's no way Robinhood beat out TD Ameritrade. This was just to confirm that we did, that we voted, and it kind of shows what we voted here. This was from, I think, yesterday. It says May 3rd, so we actually went in and I showed you guys how to vote because yesterday was supposedly the last day. So kind of upsetting because I felt like there was going to be a big announcement, but the fact that they are delaying the annual shareholders meeting, there must be something going on right now. It's got to be something. Anyhow, we're going to keep reading this to see if there's anything that's in here. I may skip around because there's a lot of reading, but for now I'm going to just keep rolling on. The company and its directors, executive officers, and certain employees and other persons may be deemed to be participants in the solicitation of proxies from the company stockholders in connection with the business to be conducted at the annual meeting. Security holders may obtain information regarding the names, affiliations, and interests of the company's directors and executive officers in the company's annual report on Form 10-K for the fiscal year ended December 31st, 2020, which was filed with the SEC on March 12th, 2021. The 2021 Form 10-K I guess that's what it's otherwise known as. To the extent the holdings of the company's securities by the company's directors and executive officers have changed since the amount set forth in the company's 2021 Form 10-K, such changes have been or will be reflected on statements of change in ownership on Form 4 filed with the SEC. That's not really, I don't care about that. Forward-looking statements. The communication includes forward-looking statements within the meaning of the federal securities laws. In many cases, the forward-looking statements may be identified. Okay, so just giving you a breakdown. Examples, more examples of forward-looking statements. These forward-looking statements may include, among other things, statements, blah, 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 of business, financial results, liquidity and capital resources, and the impact to its business and financial condition of measures being taken in response to COVID-19 virus and based on the information available at the time the statements are made. Okay. Good faith, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read all that. I'm just trying to get to some real information here. And it just says a little bit of information there. So not much that we're finding regarding this, but that's the press release that they are changing their stockholder meeting to July 29th. So I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad yet. We're going to see. I wonder if they're going to, I would imagine they're going to keep their financial earnings report for this Thursday. So we're going to just keep rolling, and we're going to roll through some of these comments here. Trashman's a little late today. I'm going to close that out. I'm going to close this out and keep that up right now. Let's see. Annual vote. I didn't get the vote, and I have been holding since February, and I still haven't got an email, so it's definitely a thing. Okay, well, maybe some people weren't able to vote, and they knew that, and they wanted to give everybody the opportunity to vote, so they're just going to redo it. I guess. I don't know. New record date means they're going to likely have to tally the shares again. So this is kind of what I was thinking here. Maybe the reason the shares borrowed is so much higher than shares shorted on AMC is that they borrowed them for the voting rights. No 500 million dilution. Now we revote with the real investors holding shares, not borrowers and hedgies. All good potential outcomes here or reasons here behind this. I say all. That's what I'm wondering, if they're going to have to recount the vote, which I would imagine they're going to have to do so. I haven't seen any information on that. It's not bad. Calm down. The earnings report is on the 6th. The meeting being moved is a good thing, so the opposing side can't double tap the stock on FUD, which a lot of you are now spreading. Cool your jets. Yep, exactly. I don't think it's a bad thing. Is this a bad thing? Well, okay, we just talked about that. In my opinion, I think they know something will happen with this meeting. Maybe the SEC pressured them to postpone the meeting to cover exponential losses. I'm just an ape with a smooth brain. I'd be patient and wait for an explanation. My guess is somebody counted more votes than shares exist. This is good. A lot of new investors bought AMC after the first meeting announcement and hence didn't have the shares to vote. Plus, I'd bet a bunch of naked shorties hit the market after the initial meeting announcement and now they are held. These chess moves by Adam Aaron. Nice. More people just saying relax. More time for share count with all the small and big institutions buying in. They need time to count all the synthetics. So this is kind of the point that I'm thinking. I think that they are going to have to recount the shares. I'd actually like to see them come out with a statement kind of saying why. Although I kind of doubt that they will, but I'd like to see them come out and say, like, you know what, we have to recount because we've got, over 1 billion votes in, and we only have, 450 million shares outstanding. So potentially there's more votes than shares, and they know this, and I don't know. We're going to see. Hopefully the next coming days we can get more. Sounds like they counted more votes than expected and are now checking with legal SEC on how to proceed. Until then, meeting will be postponed. Yeah, I don't think this is bad news. I'm also anticipating that, well, I'd like to see what they're introducing in here. for us to vote on. We'll see when I get the email. All right, so that's kind of where that stands right now. What I'll do is I'll pull up some AMC stock Reddit page, as we always do here, and see if there's anybody posting anything in there more than just a tweet. Potentially we can find something good, something juicy. As you guys can see, stock is currently sitting at about 913. I'm just messing around here, waiting for a falling wedge pattern to kind of form. We're not quite there yet, so don't worry about any of these lines here. Just something I've been messing around with. It's kind of a downward trending channel, but right now we're just consolidating down here on our level of support, and we kind of held up pretty good. We did bounce a little bit below. If you guys remember, it's kind of what we talked about. Going back to my Sunday night tweet, we're still in a downward trend. We're just looking at the TA. Going to the 184 hour, you can see we're still in oversold territory according to the 4 hour. So we're kind of at the bottom now, right? So I anticipate us to have a nice little bit of a reversal over the next few days, and potentially with a good news catalyst on Thursday. Hopefully, good news catalyst on Thursday. Although I'm seriously doubting that the earnings are going to be good enough to really push this thing up. So for now, I think we'll just kind of set above this range of $9 and kind of consolidate through here. We're going to see if this news affects anything. And right now I'm just going to pull up the good old AMC stock Reddit page here. Go to new. I guess this would not be a bad time to go ahead and transfer, if you guys wanted to transfer your positions out of Robinhood or just transfer to another broker. This probably wouldn't be a bad time to do so. However, it will probably take a week, one trading week, if not two. I don't know how long it takes. My buddy did his a while back and got over to TD Ameritrade away from Robinhood. And I don't know. You never really know. So you could always hedge yourself and do half and half or whatever you want to do. But unless we get a rockin' earnings report on Thursday, I don't really see this thing taking off this week. That's just me personally. Again, you never really know, so do whatever you guys feel comfortable with doing if you are looking to do that. And here's a little bit of information basically saying that to let you know Robinhood's not on your side. It says, according to the International Business Times, Citadel doesn't own Robinhood, but $39 million of Robinhood's first quarter revenues from 2020 came from equities and options. Order flow came from Citadel, subsidiary Citadel Securities, the financial, anyhow. So, yeah, they're in bed. So this actually might be pretty good information here. Let's see. GameStop House hearing this Thursday will look at cozy relationship of Wall Street's oversight bodies, SEC, DTCC, and FINRA. The House Financial Services Committee is showing a decidedly gutsy streak under the chairmanship of Congresswoman Maxine Waters. No less than 4 hearings this month will take a deep dive into the underpinnings of an out-of-control Wall Street. The kickoff begins this Thursday, which so happens to be the earnings day for AMC, with the committee's third hearing on the wild trading action in shares of GameStop and other meme stock. GameStop's trades on the New York Stock Exchange, but its trading pattern has looked more like that of a penny stock operated out of a boiler room, raising serious questions about the integrity of U.S. markets. On January 28, 2021, GameStop hit an intraday peak of $483, bringing its run from a share price of $18.84 on December 31st, 2020, a gain of 2,465% for a struggling brick-and-mortar retail outlet that sells video games. GameStop, what a shot. GameStop then took a bungee plunge back to earth, leaving thousands of late in-game retail buyers licking their wounds with heavy losses, while price action was occurring at the same time in other so-called meme stocks. Waters has called the following people and entities to testify at Thursday's hearing: Gary Gensler, the new chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission; Michael Botson, president and CEO of the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, or DTCC; and Robert Cook, president and CEO of the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, FINRA. So another hearing this Thursday between these. We'll see if anything comes out of that. So just something interesting to note that Thursday there'll be another hearing here. So maybe they're starting to crack down. I don't know. Don't know why anybody would say stop posting that the meeting has been rescheduled. It's fucking news related to the stock that we're all holding in, so it's not a bad thing, but I don't know if it's a good thing. So stop posting that the meeting has been rescheduled. Why? Let's see what someone says. Maybe someone could stop posting about the... okay, whatever. And then he posts about it. Jeez. We're going to click on this article. We've already read that. Let's see the comments here. I don't think this really matters to us too much, truthfully. Yeah, pretty much. I think this, if they have to recount, which I would imagine that they will, that's why the record date is in June now. It just gives them an opportunity to see how many synthetic shares. I mean, if you do 2 counts, what more information is needed at that point? You've done 2 share counts and you have this many synthetic shares both times. A lot of fuckery going on. It is true. It only leads to speculation if they don't really give any reason. Yeah, that's not really a reason here. Somebody saying that they did say in the PR, provide more time for millions of his current individual shareholders have their voices heard, more time to cast ballots, blah, blah, blah. That's not the real reason. I don't know if this delays the squeeze. Maybe this will help the squeeze in the long run, depending on if they're going to recount, and I would imagine they do so, and then they show how many synthetic shares are out there. So I guess we just need to make sure that we get in and vote, even if you abstain from some of those issues on there like I did. The one thing that I am concerned with now is that, seeing as how it has been pushed back to July 29th, I have 7 call options for June 18th, so that potentially will, if this thing pushes off until after July 29th or something before a squeeze or anything really happens. I don't know. Maybe that hurts those call options. We'll wait and see. Chess moves and pure speculation. Of course, they're not going to come out and say anything. And this is all right. So we're going to read this here. This is posted by CES 536. It says chess moves and pure speculation. Spitballing here. SEC stepped in and said, "Yo, Aaron, this shit is probably about to crash the market. Can you postpone a few months so we can get the regulations in place? We will give you a bailout COVID grant, wink, wink. The amount of shares that have been naked shorted since March 11th is insane. They need those numbers to convince the SEC to mandate a share recall from the brokers. AMC can't call a recall themselves. This is wildly misunderstood. They are being bought out, merger, and the new hands in the cookie jar want in on the squeeze." there have been a shit ton of new toots that have bought and have been lending out shares. I know they all have. Maybe the larger toots didn't recall shares for voting rights last time. Maybe this time they will light the match. I can't think of any negative reason to move it back or do something that would hurt retail. We've shown power and dedication. No CEO would want us against them. Would be nuts. I think retail is getting buyers fatigue, and Adam Aaron should have considered this. What do y'all think? The numbers are there. I'm just okay. So I don't know. Hmm. I don't know. Someone asking if they think the SEC will suspend trade in AMC. Not likely. Take a look at this little bit closer here. It's hard to see, but to me it looks like the V12 model. So good stuff there. If you guys can see here, the V10 models have a door handle on the side here, whereas the V12 they're a little bit different. They open like traditional Lamborghini doors or butterfly doors. The door handles are not on the side like a regular car on the V12s. The V10s, yes. So if you guys are interested in the Lambo, make sure you get the V12. I mean, V10's nice too, but what is the point of getting a Lambo if you're not getting the V12? Potentially, this person says here, this is from C Maple 77. There are some huge sell-offs throughout the market today. I also see the entire NASDAQ is down, and AMC and other stocks that are highly short do not follow the market. This makes me wonder if the hedges are liquidating for huge buybacks into highly shorted stocks. With all the DD I've been reading on here today, May 4th, was a deadline that was given to purchase back those shorts and FTDs. So did Adam Aaron, the silverback, move back the shareholder meetings and as another sweet offensive play for AMC? See if there's any comments on here. Let's see. AMC, the likelihood of being a company idea to cancel the meeting 4 hours from the beginning is 0. This is a full investigation of market manipulation and share count. The SEC stepped in and is handling the count to be official, or else the meeting would have just been rescheduled since the votes are already counted. Why would we all need to vote again on the same matters? Fuck off. Yeah. So this is kind of what I'm wondering as well. From HedgeSlayer, basically it says you're wrong. A share vote costs millions to conduct. The simple fact is they are asking for a second vote should let you know that there is another reason behind the vote. Exactly my point. We would not need to vote twice on an option to pick members of the board unless they need us to vote on a new issue like a merger, or this is a share count by the SEC for market manipulation. So for me, I don't know. I think it's good. I think it's potentially bad for my options plays for June 18th, but that's why we've started slowly transitioning out to the January 2022 $40 strikes. So those are still relatively expensive. Ask price right now is $83, so you can potentially get them, $83 right now. So we'll see if they continue to go down. we'll probably try to look to add a little bit more, and then yeah, our June 18th is probably kind of fucked right now. You can see it. Ash price is at 24, hit a low of 19. So this is probably just after the announcement came out. I'm assuming. I don't know. 19 is a pretty good deal there, but still, I don't think that that's going to pan out. I'll be looking to dump off those contracts very soon. We'll see how the rest of this week goes, and potentially next week, as we're on 48 days out from our expiration date. The closer we get to 30 days out, I will be looking to dump those contracts. However, I'm going to hold out and see what pans out over the next 2 weeks.
Mic off. Mic on.
What's up, Manuel? You think the squeeze before June 10th? If so, estimate on how much on AMC? Yeah, give me a few minutes when I get back. I feel like I've already answered this question a few times on the how much thing, but we can go over the whole squeeze thing here in just a sec. Give me a couple minutes. Gotta take a look at the internet from my girlfriend.
Mic off.